dream, but the goal was always just to be happy and to bring a piece of myself. I used to, you know, from the time I was a child, I loved entertaining my mom. You know, if I could make my mom laugh, I had a great day, you know. So we had Jackie Gleason's show, you know, and there was a character, Jackie Gleason's the bartender, and this guy, I can't remember what his name is, but he goes, "Hi, Joe. Hello, Mr. Donaghy." You know, and I would do that, and my mom would crack up, and I'm like, "This is good. I like this," you know. And from that, you know, that was a sort of seed, and I loved doing accents and dialects and studying. We lived in Spain, and I loved learning Spanish and learning the different accents and dialects in Spain. You know, in Andalucía, you know, de Andalucía hablan ahí, pero no pronuncian nada como los otros españoles. You know, y los catalanes son así. Hombre, todo lo que dicen está muy claro. You know, so it's like all these different accents. I'm like, oh, I love all this, you know. And then the Italians, you know, they say, mamma mia, and I'm like, oh, wow, that's fun. And then we moved to France. I love learning French and the accents and dialects of French. And les Québécois, ils parlent comme ça. Les Québécois, qu'est-ce que tu dis? You know, and so I just love doing that. So, and all of a sudden, as an actor, you get to have that play. And I get to, as you know, for me, it's like every job I do is like playing in a sandbox. You know, it's like, hey, you want to come, you know, play? Bring your toys. We're having fun in the sandbox. I'll be right there. You know, that's my life, is having a great time. You know, and then flying around. And of course, I have a massive passion for travel. So when I'm not traveling to do Mario's games or traveling to do conventions, I get on a plane and I go places. I go China and I haven't been to Korea yet, but I you know, Thailand and Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, you know, Bali, Malaysia, Indonesia, Borneo, all the places that I can go, because I love that the world is so varied. That there are, you know, different food, obviously, I like food. Food, art, architecture, language, life. It's so amazing. And we are all the same.
How did you get discovered in order to do the voice of...
Oh, thank you. That's a great... How did I get discovered to do the voice of Mario? Thank you for asking that. That's usually how I start my conversations. You know, I guess how I got the... No, that's not really good. But, you know, I was an actor by then for 15 years or something, 10 years, 15 years, and I was doing what actors do. I was sitting at the beach, reading a book, waiting for the phone to ring. Either that or golfing, right? It could have been golfing, but I didn't golf at the time. And and my friend calls me up and said, "Hey, there's an audition for a trade show in Las Vegas. You should go. I'm going to be in it. You should go." And I'm like, there is no way I would ever crash an audition. I am a professional actor. How could how humiliating to be told, no, you can't audition. Where should I go? And he tells me to go, and I can't believe I got off the beach, because I went to the beach every day. I just love reading on the beach and doing crossword puzzle on the beach. And I get up and I drive in, and of course I'm dragging behind. I'm like, oh, I don't really, and luckily found a place right outside. Found the place to park, walked in the door, and as I was walking in, the producer, director, and the cameraman were walking out the door with the camera in the bag, you know, and I said, "Hi, can I please read for this?" And, you know, and because I recognized the camera bag. And he goes,
He's right.
"Yep, is what I said." He said, he said, all right, come on in. We'll set the camera back up for you. You're an Italian plumber from Brooklyn, and you're gonna have this cartoon, real-time cartoon system attached to your face with, you know, surgical tape. And when you talk, it's supposed to make this real-time character move the same time. His name is Mario, and he's an Italian plumber from Brooklyn in a video game. So that's you, it's me. So make up a voice, make up a video game, start talking, and whenever you run out of things to say, that's your audition. Now, we have no idea if this is going to work or not, because if it doesn't work, I'm not going to pay you to sit drinking coffee all day. So start talking, make up whatever you want, and when you run out of things to say, that's it. And I said, okay, great, thank you very much. And I'm like, Italian plumber from Brooklyn, right? Get out of my face, I'm working here, you know. What do you want from me? I'm busy. You know, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that all day long, talking to people, because what if there are kids there? I want it to be joyful and happy, and if I'm going to do it, I want to be something that's fun, and have a total rule about comedy. It's very easy to make somebody laugh at somebody else's expense. But the comedy from the heart has to do with bringing it back in. So that the comedy is about life, or about vision, about something that is an observation, or something joyful, or something that's a common part of our humanity, you know? And you know, so I'm not going to do a voice, and I played Gremio in Taming of the Shrew many years before. Nice Italian guy, talk like this. I thought, oh, I'll do something like that, but I'll make it younger, because I'll emphasize the Italian part of the Italian part of the program, and then I'll just make up a video game. I don't know anything about video games at all, except waka 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 waka. You know, because I sat down there, I went, oh, look at that! Why are they chasing him? You know, that's what I know. You know, that's what I know. And ping pong, ya bong. You know, that's it. I'm like, well, I could just I'll make something up. You know, or that bong, dong. Remember those asteroid or something like that? You're dong. And it's like you can't shoot again while the thing is attacking you, or that other one like, you know, and I'm like, well, I'll just make something up, but I'll just have fun for a while, and I just won't stop until he says stop, and I hear action. I go, hello, I'm a Mario. Let's make a pizza pie together. You go get some sausage, I get some spaghetti. We put spaghetti and sausage in the pizza, and then I'm gonna chase you the pizza, and if I catch you the pizza, you gotta eat the pizza, and then we're going to make another pizza. And then you chase me the pizza, and if you catch me the pizza, then I'm going to eat the pizza. And I'm thinking that I'm going to hear, lovely, thank you. And I don't. So I said, then we're going to make a lasagna. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of spaghetti in the lasagna, and then I'm going to chase you with the lasagna pan. We're going to go down the hill, and if I catch you with the lasagna pan, you're going to eat the lasagna. And then you're going to make another lasagna with extra meatballs in it. And then we're going to make a tortellini. And then we're going to make a spaghetti meatball. And I'm going, because I kept thinking he's going to stop me. And like a brat, I'm like, well, if you're not going to stop me, you're going to hear here comes another pasta. And we were chasing each other up and down with the spaghettis, the meatballs, the pans, the dishes. We're, pull the sink out and go up and it's like, oh, food. For good reason. And I kept just going and going. And I'm like, this is really fun. I'm having a good time. And then all of a sudden I hear, stop talking. Cut. There's no more tape. Thank you. We'll be in touch. And I'm thinking to myself, that means goodbye, So I go back to the beach, I watch the sunset. He gets on the phone, he goes, I found our Mario, I got him. And he only sent my tape up there, and that was 27 years ago, and I've been doing it ever since, and I obviously haven't stopped talking. And it's just been so much fun and so much joy. And the funny thing is, the character choice that I did, I believe in listening to life's lesson, to the heart of life that beats, The guy, when I was in my first acting class with Les, there was a guy who had just a real chronic stutter. And of course, when you're 20 years old, how come you have a stutter? Have you always had that stutter? I asked. He says, no, I was, on my 21st birthday, I went with my friends to Las Vegas. We went to a dinner show, and the comedian there is doing his comedy, and then all of a sudden, the lights came up on my table, and I'm standing there, and he goes, hey, we got a birthday boy, stand up. And I stood up, and I was so shy and so embarrassed, and he goes, look at that ugly kid. That stupid, ugly, pimply-faced fatso. Look at that thing. And he kept making jokes at my expense and saying more and more terrible things about me, which everybody was laughing about, but I felt more and more terrible about myself as we went. And then I woke up the next morning, and I had this stutter, and I've had it ever since. And that, to me, is like lesson number one. Never hurt people in your comedy or in your presentation. Thank you. Oh, that's so kind. Thank you. And I listen to those whispers in life. I listen to those messages. And so I'm so lucky. As I say, it's a real honor and a joy to be associated with a character whose essence is joy and innocence and love. What a great legacy for me in 27 years, and I just hope it goes for at least another 27 years, because I have so much fun. And it's that fun that's what I wish for everybody. Have that fun, have that joy, because life is so sweet, and people are so great. You can be convinced otherwise if you read the newspapers and you watch TV news or anything about all these terrible things that people are, but they're not. People are wonderful. I'm looking at you, and I know it. Thank you. Oh, go ahead, ask me a question. Ask me anything.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, my voice is very hoarse from yesterday. Since you don't only just voice Mario, you also voice Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi. How are you able to differentiate each, I guess, Italian plumber from...
Oh, that's lovely. How do I differentiate each character? You know, it's what actors do. You know, that was my training. Some actors are great at being themselves, you know, and some are great at exploring those elements of parts of themselves. You know, like a movie star that is themselves. You know, John Wayne was John Wayne. You know, did that. That's what he did. But other character actors would do. You know, you explore these other characterization parts, and that's what I was. I've always been a character actor. On the stage, I was like the oldest man in the world, then I was a dinosaur, and then I was the youngest guy in the world, then I was a baby, then I was like the wild Italian, then the oldest Italian in the world. That's what I did, and so that's what I love to do, is explore those characteristics. The great thing about acting is, every acting job is exactly the same, in that it has to come from you, and it has to be honest, and it has to be truthful. Because it's not really acting, it's finding that place of being. You know, or it is acting, but it's pretending to be. But its convention is of honesty and truth. It has to be truth. The joy of Mario has to be real in me, otherwise I can't express it, really. You know? And another lesson, a great lesson for me in life, is that you never look from the outside and watch yourself, or never try to guess, what does the producer want to hear, what does the director want to hear, but you are hired to have fun. And so you're like a dog chasing a stick or a ball on the beach, you know. You just want it to be thrown. And there the character is thrown, and he's like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know, I got the ball, I got the ball. Throw it again, throw it again, throw it. Okay, throw it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, you know. It's that's what your job is, to go have that joy and enthusiasm, to immerse yourself in that character. Now, a film actor only has to feel something, and you know the feeling. Or say something, you know the same. He doesn't have to roar, you know, with his face to give you that. But a voice actor has to give you the whole body, and everything goes right into it. So I love that style of acting more. It's more suited for me, because I'm a little bit that silly, you know. And that's what I do, is that. So when I explore those characters, I'm exploring what is the honesty of the joy. What is the honesty, what is the truth of the trepidation of Luigi? What's the anger of Wario? Oh look, Mr. Shark's here. Hi, Mr. Shark. Yippee! Yahoo! You know, that's another thing that I love about this. I see my friend Gunnar dressed as Mario. I see somebody dressed as Mario there. #1. I love cosplay. I love it. Thank you for dressing up. Thank you for coming out. It's just so fun. And I love these conventions. This one in particular, the South Texas Comic-Con, has been so fun, because so many people are cosplay and so many families come together. But I also see that always, this is a great way to meet people who are wonderful and joyful and share the same passion and the same dreams that you have, the same, oh, I love this anime, I love that character. And I love to see that passion alive. And, you know, you can meet friends for life. In fact, I heard that somebody proposed last night at the cosplay thing. Right? I mean, it's like, I know, I'm like, man, it's so sweet, you know? It's just so sweet. So keep coming to these shows, because it's just wonderful people and wonderful joy and wonderful fun. Yeah. Where was I? Oh, yes. So, how I actually created the voice of Luigi was, we had to have Mario in real time, because this was hundreds of thousands of dollars. We had a giant supercomputer that was crunching numbers as I went, hello, I'm a Mario, you know, and the track balls are moving, and the character, the little head of Mario is going on, you know, hello, I'm a Mario, you know, and we had dry ice on top of the supercomputer, because the numbers it was crunching was too slow, and it was a giant thing, you know, and sometimes it would freeze like, you know, and then I'd be like, I'd take the character to the edge of the screen, so just the eyes, okie dokie, I'll be right back. You know? And I go off and we reboot the computer, cool it all, more dry ice, cool this thing down, come on, we're on fire, So, that was so we had that one character. And we had this big semi-tractor trailer where I was going around the country doing these, like at shopping malls, saying hi as Mario to kids. Have this like little fun fest, and kids would come and they'd say, "Hey, Mario, can I please talk to your brother Luigi?" And I'm like, we don't have a Luigi. Let me see. I'll see. I'll ask him, but he's pretty shy, and I think he's in the kitchen making spaghetti meatballs. Hang on a second. Hey, Luigi! Yeah, what do you want? Because I couldn't move my mouth. Because then the mouth went, yeah, what do you want? Can you come out here and say hello to somebody? Oh, no, I'm in the kitchen making spaghetti meatballs. Besides, I'm too shy. Oh, he says he's in the kitchen making spaghetti meatballs. Besides, he's too shy. Oh, please. Hang on. Oh, please. Oh, no, really. He said, oh, no, really. And I had this whole world, like the kitchen was over there, and the romper room was over there, and our bedroom, Mario and Luigi's bedroom were over here, and Papa was over there, watching TV. Don't touch that remote controlo. He said, don't touch the remote controlo. I just had this whole world in there, and I still do that. And it was so cute because you could see kids go, looking for Luigi, and then looking to me, and then looking to my mom and Pop, and then looking back at me. It was just, it's just innocent, silly fun, but it was like so fun. But then one day I walked in, and there was Wario, and Wario's, as Wario in real time, they had the whole body, but his little, all, like that. And I said, do a voice for that guy. I said, well, tell me about this guy. He looks so, grumpy. He said, yeah, he's grumpy, he's angry, he's just like one of those, real, the nemesis, and I go, oh, have a rotten day, and that stuck, and then one day I go in to do Mario Tennis or Mario Golf, and there's this wonderful character, you cheater, hello, Mr. Eyeball Guy, and so I just, it's like they come and say, have fun, come in the sandbox and play. So that's how I did the voices, and because they're sort of real and fun and inside of me, I wake up, dun, 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 here we go, Yeah. And some mornings, I will tell you, some mornings,